Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. Welcome to Easy Learning with Riha. And for today's video, I have selected a chapter from Class 10 West Bengal Board, which is lesson number 5, Our Runaway Kite by Lucy Maud Montgomery. First of all, let me give you all a brief description about L.M. Montgomery, the author of the story. So she was a Canadian author and she was born on 30th of November 1874, and in total she published 20 novels, 30 essays, 500 poems and 530 short stories. And apart from all her works, the work that made her famous is series of novels beginning with Anne of Green Gables. Her works, diaries and letters have been read by scholars and readers worldwide. So now let us begin with the story. This story is about a brother and sister, Cloudy and Philippa, who used to live in an isolated island with their father. The name of the island was the Big Half Moon. This story tells us about the value of relationship in today's separated and disunited family structure. Philippa was 11 years old and Cloudy he was 12, and they used to live all alone with their father in that island because their father used to work as a keeper in the lighthouse of the Big Half Moon. So the three of them, Philippa, Cloudy and their father, used to live in the island the whole year, and it was only during the winters that they used to go to the mainland, because during the winters the harbor used to get frozen. Everyone in the mainland had relatives and families, but Cloudy and Philippa, they did not have anyone except their father. So one day they asked their father why they don't have any families. To this, their father replied, saying it was all my fault, and their father seemed to be very sad, but Cloudy and Philippa did not understand anything about it. The summers used to be very fun at the island, and one day Cloudy and Philippa were in the mainland, and a boy taught Cloudy how to make a kite. And back in the island, Cloudy and Philippa made a big, beautiful red kite. One day the weather was very beautiful and the wind was blowing very fine. So Cloudy and Philippa decided to fly a kite. And as Philippa was bringing her kite to fly, she fell down and she made a hole in the kite with her elbow. Both of them rushed into the lighthouse, grabbed a piece of a paper and pasted it into the kite, and they started flying the kite without knowing that the piece of a paper was a letter. Suddenly, the kite tore away and flew towards the mainland. After a month, their father receives a letter, and while reading the letter, his eyes is filled with tears. Their father comes near them and asks them, "Do you want to know what happened to your kite?" And their father starts telling them a story. He says that many years ago, even he used to have a brother and a sister, but due to a quarrel, he left the house and he left them as well. And after many years, when he comes to realize about his mistake, he goes back to his home in search of his brother and sister, but he comes to know that his brother has already died and he is not able to find his sister. And the red kite, which tore apart and flew away, went 100 miles away and got stuck on a tree. And their cousins, Mimi and Dick, the children of their aunt Esther, finds out the kite and takes the kite along with them. And when Aunt Esther sees the kite and sees the letter pasted on it, she comes to realize that it is the same letter which she wrote to her brother many years ago. And after seeing that, she writes a letter to her brother once again. And it is the same letter which their dad received the same day. Next day after receiving the letter, their father goes to the mainland and brings their Aunt Esther along with her two children, Mimi and Dick. And after that, they were never alone again. They too had a family and they all lived together happily ever after. So that is the end of the story, and in this story we came to know how Philippa and Cloudy, who were living all alone with their father, gets to reunite with their family, their aunt and their cousins. And I hope you all enjoyed the video and liked the video. So please feel free to drop the comments if you have any doubts and confusion, and if you want me to cover any chapter of your choice, please mention that too in the comment section. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Stay home, stay safe and keep learning.